I'm Jillian Harris, and this is episode 4 of Ask Jilly Anything. Last episode, go check it out if you haven't seen it. It was all about The Bachelor and love and what happens behind the scenes. This episode is all about my greatest love, Justin, and our relationship. You gotta watch the entire thing. We're talking about our first date, our first kiss, how we fell in love, all of that good stuff. Enjoy.
And how did you know that he was the one?
Oh, I'm probably gonna start crying. And I am gonna cry, oh my God. I especially lately, I'm so in love with Justin this last few months because he is such a good dad. Like, he is just the best dad ever, and he has been I'm sick. I've been sick and I've been miserable and I've been tired, and Leo is sick, and the winter's been long and just whatever, and he's just been such a good guy, and he's been so patient. Justin and I weren't always like that. Justin and I really struggled for many years in our relationship, and I never thought that we'd ever be able to get through some of our weird personalities that we had. But he's just such a good guy, and I didn't even see, the Justin I see now is the Justin I saw on our first date. But I feel like both of us lost ourselves for a few years in our relationship because we're competitive and we're both fighting for each other's attention and career-wise. Our first date, so I met Justin at a bar here in Kelowna, and at that time I was dating several guys. All people who I knew I was never gonna marry. They were all just wrong people for me, but I knew that I was safe from being heartbroken. And I saw Justin in line at the bar, and I just thought he was so cute. But I never ever thought that, I knew he was younger, but I never thought he was gonna be a guy that I would date or marry or have babies with. I just thought he was really cute, handsome. But I knew he was younger, so it was cute. He was a young boy. I was like, oh, look at this cutie. And we went on it. He messaged me. I messaged him right away, and then he messaged me for a date. But I knew already that he was a nice guy, and I was already blowing him off because I was going for the wrong guy. I started blowing him off. I ignored him for 2 days, and I was driving in the vehicle with my mom and dad, and I was messaging one of the bad guys that I was dating. And he just said something to me he was just so rude and wasn't nice and kind of blew me off. And I was like, why am I doing this to myself?
Mm-hmm.
I'm 32 years old. I want to have a baby. I want to have a family. Why am I wasting my time with these assholes? So I knew that if I gave Justin another opportunity to try to create a date, that it wouldn't happen. So I just messaged him and I said, 7 o'clock, Tuesday, at Rod's, pick me up. This is where I live. Don't be late. I was didn't want to leave any room for any other questions. And oh my God, I still have tears. And anyways, he showed up, and he had his black Rubicon Jeep, and it was all shiny, and he was all dressed up, and he had a massive bouquet of flowers. In my mind, they were this big, and he was standing outside the door, total gentleman, about to open the door. And I was like, oh my God. Sam was living with me at the time, and she was spying on us, and she was like, holy shit. So we went to Rod's, but Justin actually thought that I didn't like him because I started ordering shots right away. And I don't know why I did that, but I think I was just having so much fun. So I just wanted the night to get crazy. But he just thought okay, obviously this girl is not into me because he was whatever. But I didn't think that he was the one right away, but I knew we were gonna have another date. And I think I knew he was the one when I saw him with my family. We, at that time we were all our family, we used to get together once a week and have picnics and stuff. And so I invited him to one of our family picnics a week after we started dating. And I just saw the way he interacted with my mom and dad and Charlie and my cousins. And I just knew that family was really important to him as well. And I just saw him fitting in. He was in the family picture after a week of us dating. And I was like, you know what? I think this guy is gonna stick. And I think when I knew for sure he was the one was, I have a video actually. Insert that video now.
Oh! It's cold. It's cold.
And I think that's when I knew he was the one. It's so cute. He's in the boat with Charlie, And Charlie's like, it's cold. And he's like, it's cold. And he's like, it's cold. And they were like so cute. And I was like, oh my God, I'm done. My heart is done.
Who said I love you first?
Okay, Justin and I argue about this one all the time. I know he said it first. I know he said it first. I know it. It was in his bedroom in Whistler, and he was renting a room from somebody because he was snowboarding at the time. And I remember it distinctly because the bedroom, sorry, I'm stuffed up. The bedroom was like, had like jungle scene. I remember thinking like, this guy just said I love you, and there's a monkey with some bananas on the wall and a zebra. So I remember that, but he thinks it was me that said it first. But I know I did love him. Like, I loved him so much. And what I miss about it, I love our relationship right now. I think we have an amazing relationship and we've come so far. But what I miss is I remember us like lying in the same bed and staring at each other for like hours. And nothing else mattered. I wasn't on Instagram at that point, so I didn't have Instagram notifications. Nobody was texting me. I wasn't really working as hard as I was now, so I had really nothing important but just to like lie and stare at this person. And I miss that in life in general because I feel like I'm so connected all the time. On my phone, on my Instagram, on my this, did I get a like, did I get an email, did I get this, that, and everything? And there's always a message, whether it be Instagram, text message, phone, there's always a new message. And I miss just like being able to like not care about my phone and just stare at somebody.
Totally.
Yeah, so I gotta change that too.
What's one thing you absolutely love the most about Justin? And then what's one thing you find the most annoying about Justin?
The one thing I love most about him is he is just like such a good family man. Like, I was worried when Justin and I were struggling a lot is when like his friends were partying and all his friends were single, and he really loved being out and he loved the freedom, and I feel like he felt like I nagged him a lot, which I still nag him a lot, but he must just be used to it now or something. But he's such a good family man, and I was thinking about this when we were in Hawaii. We had like such a long trip, and I was so tired, and we only had 3 hours of sleep, and I look behind me, and I'm just pushing Leo, that's it. And he has carried these 2 massive suitcases, and Leo's crib thingy, and Leo's car seat, and his bag. So he's got like five bags, and he's like muling it to the shuttle, and it's 5 in the morning, and he's still in a good mood, and I just feel like he really loves being he loves being a dad, he loves being a partner, and he loves like mowing the grass, and he loves making Leo happy, and he loves like doing family stuff. So I think that's the thing I love about him the most. Like, I never ever, like, sometimes I think to myself, this is really, really sad, but I used to always wonder if I was gonna be one of those people that ended up divorced. Like, I always thought, like, I think probably because my parents struggled growing up, I always thought, like, what happens if I end up getting divorced? So I think about that a lot with Justin, and I just think, like, I can never imagine, like, there's some times where I want to fucking choke him, for sure. But I just look at him and I can't imagine me being in love with anybody else. Like, I just think, like, sometimes I can't stand him, but I can't imagine him not being in my life. And I just think he's just such a solid person, and he's one of those people that wants to figure out, like, problem solve, wants to fix it. He doesn't want to stay in a fight. He doesn't want to run away from his problems. And we both were like that at one point, but he's just not like that now. The thing that drives me the craziest about Justin is he is a freaking diddle-daddler. He diddle-dallies so hardcore in the mornings. Like, in the mornings, I'm up and I'm like, okay, let's get breakfast, let's get going. And I don't know what he does in the bathroom, but it is like, I swear it's like an hour and a half. I'm like, is he still in there? And then he's doing some stuff outside, and then he's like, oh, now I just have to go and do this. And it's like, if it takes him like an hour and a half to get going in the morning. And I'm like, let's go. I feel like, it's so weird, but I feel like I'm always waiting on him. And I'm always like, come on, let's go. That is probably the one thing that annoys me the most about him. Okay, you guys, thank you for watching. Oh my gosh, I spilled so much on this last episode. Please give me your advice below, your relationship advice, and any other questions you have. I want to hear it. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video, and thank you so much for watching.